welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I got into hunting. I had mentioned this in a previous video and a lot of you guys seemed interested, so here I am. So I did not grow up in a hunting family. I grew up very much in the outdoors. I used to ride horses, loved being outside, but no one in my family hunted. So it was my boyfriend who actually got me into hunting. About halfway through our relationship, he started becoming more and more involved in hunting, and I was kind of like, where are you going? What are you doing? Can I come with you? So I did. I went out and observant hunted with him for a couple of years and really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed, spending time with him in the woods and being outside and learning the whole process of the hunt. That was a bird. So I observant hunted with him for a while, and then I was like, I want to learn how to hunt on my own. So there was an old crossbow there. I grew up in PA, so crossbows were and still are completely legal. So I learned how to hunt with a crossbow. Nick was hunting with his compound, and there was an old crossbow there. So that is how I learned, and it was a great way for me to sort of ease into it. It was easy to learn how to use. It wasn't intimidating. It was, the perfect starter weapon for me as a young new hunter. So I hunted with a crossbow for a season, and it wasn't like an every single day kind of deal. It was like I would go out, very much a social thing. It's like Nick and I would go out together, and even if we weren't together in the stand, it was still us going out there together. We would go out with friends. It was a lot of fun. After that season, I was like, I want a compound bow. Like, it's on. So I purchased my Hoyt Ignite. That was my very first compound bow. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you probably recognize that bow. It was the bow that I learned to shoot on. And I had spent all summer practicing and learning and was so excited to just become involved with archery and to become more involved with hunting. My friend Marta, who you guys may recognize, she's been out here a couple of times, also bought a bow. So her and I would shoot together all summer long. That was like our thing, prepping for the season. And I never got to hunt that season in PA because I moved out west for a job opportunity. So I spent my very first archery season with a compound bow out west hunting elk, which was last year. And didn't get a thing. Then moved into rifle mule deer, killed a mule deer, hunted upland birds and ducks for the rest of the season, went back home, hunted whitetails back home, but my first season was out west. So this year I had some luck with some grouse. I guess it was technically a couple days ago, although literally this season already feels like it has been months long, I swear. And I'm tired, and my legs are tired, and I love it. So yeah, and I feel like I need more beer. I just feel like what has changed the most for me is the connection that I have to not only hunting, but to, not to sound too crazy or weird, but like to the earth. That sounds weird. To the outdoors, unlike I ever have before. I think hunting gives me, frankly, the reason to be outside exploring and to really spend time in the woods. And since sort of the progression of myself as a hunter, I have done and explored and felt things that I hadn't prior. And I have this want and desire to just be out here and to just be part of it all. And that's what I get out of hunting. I have done some solo adventuring on my own, and it's been incredible. So last year, my elk tag turned into a late season elk tag, which I talked about in another video. But during that late season, I hunted alone. It's like I went from this little hunter who barely knew anything to feeling confident and comfortable enough to hunt out west for elk by myself. And it's continued to grow since then. I've spent time in the woods scouting by myself, hunting bear by myself, sleeping on the mountain by myself. It's just, I feel like hunting has opened up such a beautiful world of opportunity for me and the outdoors. It's just, I don't know. However you get into hunting, that I don't think matters as much as the way that you connect with hunting, which I feel like every hunter can understand. And I think that's a common thread through all of us. And even anyone who just respects the outdoors and, the animals that live there. And for me, hunting and eating those animals is part of it. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much. I'm out of beer. So thanks again. Make sure to thumbs us up if you like this video. Please do subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hello YouTube. I am about to clean some grouse. We are out here elk hunting